Team Secret are back, bigger and better than ever. With some fantastic new pickups, it is a very exciting season to be a Team Secret fan. We now have a couple of words from the head coach, the manager, Mr. Twister himself, live from out in Malta, just before the start of their Cyber Series, with a few words to say why you might want to support Secret this coming season.
Hello there guys, I'm Twister, head coach from Team Secret, and I'm here today to invite you guys to cheer for us for this Malta tournament and for the EUL as well, because you never know, maybe we can be the next W7M team and you don't want to be that guy that only cheer for them once we win championships. We are a very young team, we have a lot of people that are very skilled players, and we're trying to introduce a new Brazilian playstyle into Europe, so it might be interesting for you guys. Thank you very much, and let's go Secret.
So who are Team Secret? Team Secret is a European org who have been active in Rainbow Six for a long old while. They will be coming into their 6th year of being active with an active roster in EUL in Rainbow Six Siege Esports. And as you heard from Twister there, you might want to start supporting them now rather than later. Don't jump on the bandwagon once they start winning everything. Be a bloody trendsetter for Secret as they look to delve into those Brazilian roots and get that Brazilian playstyle that has been also so successful for W7M over the past year. So how did Team Secret do last year in Stage 2 of EUL? Well, on the other side of EUL, Fouls, Miracles, Ruby and Savage, the team managed to rack up 2 wins and 2 losses in their 4 group stages games, beating Koi 8-6 in overtime and ITB 7-4, which meant they didn't qualify straight through to the playoffs. They had to go straight into the LCQs to qualify for the Atlanta Major. And in those LCQs, the story wasn't that great for this side of 5. They did end up losing to ITB, who got their revenge against them, which meant their season for Stage 2 was finished. But then came along the off-season in which they competed in the South Breach. To qualify for the South Breach, because only 2 EUL teams were accepted into the South Breach, Team Secret made a couple of changes, with Miracles being back in the off-season in Brazil and Fools also being off from the off-season. In came Oscar and Kayak. Oscar is a name you may recognise because I mentioned him as he has now been picked up by ITB. But Team Secret performed ever so impressively, winning 3 out of their 4 games, and the one game that they lost was 8-7 on border to G2, in which I co-streamed myself and was a fantastic game, which meant Team Secret did in fact qualify for the off-season tournament of South Breach. As you can see here, the off-season went quite successfully for Team Secret. They made it all the way to the grand final of the South Breach tournament, in which they lost in the grand final 3-1 to Team Valor, who are now known as Team Ents and have been picked up as a T1 org. So they brought in those 2 changes in the off-season and the performances seem to improve a little bit. But the job and the changes weren't done yet. So here we have the Team Secret side. Doom joining officially on the 3rd of January, joined by Miracle, Ruby, Savage, and also Doom, and then the head coach, Twister. So there was still one missing piece of the puzzle to fill out this Secret side for the upcoming Stage 1. And who were they going to bring in? Well, the one, the only, hold with me, hold. Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your gunner and the final piece of the jigsaw puzzle coming into the Team Secret side is Adrian. For those who don't know anything about Adrian, if you watched a little bit of that South Breach tournament in the off-season, you would have seen a team called G-Who beating G2 on Consulate convincingly, then over on Nighthaven Labs. That's correct, beating G2 2-0. And this man in the middle here was that entry and gunner for the side of G-Who. And boy, did that man go nuclear. I'm going to show you the little bit of the ends of each game to show you their reaction, and also keep an eye on that scoreboard on that Consulate game of how well Adrian performed against the defending SI champions.
I'm in yellow.
I'm going cafeteria.
He's yellow. Walking down yellow at the bottom. Being 4, pushing up.
I'm swinging for enough for you, Leighton.
I got your right side swing.
Adrian, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Adrian
shit.
popping off. Man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, rafters.
You have case, Adrian. Plant pellets.
Let's go!
Come on!
Oh,
We're the fucking best!
my mum's calling. One sec.
Oh my god.
My mum's calling!
Oh my God.
My mum's calling!
So there we have it. You see the two ending maps against G2, which Jihu won, with Adrian at the forefront of that fragging potential for Jihu. So it just seemed like a no-brainer that Adrian was going to get picked up by a T1 side this coming stage. So I'm hugely excited to see how Adrian performs. And I mean, does it get more wholesome than that? You've just beaten G2 as a T2 side, and you go on, once my mum's calling, me mum's calling. I mean, it's impossible not to love the fella, and I'm hoping he absolutely performs to what we all hope he can do. Starting playing for Cool Guy Esports, which was an org that a couple of my mates made in Talent League, all the way to the very top. And I think this man is only going to get better and better, especially mixed in with this side of Team Secret. So now it's time for a lot of people's favourite segment, which is the jersey review. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite find a video of Secret revealing their jersey, so we will just have it right here. Bosh! There it is. So looking at this one, you've obviously got, it looks very clean. It's a very clean, relaxed style. You see the big Secret logo on the front, and it's sort of like a black, grey, white. I really like how clean this one looks as well. It's a lot more laid back and simplistic than some of the other jerseys. So it's getting a solid 7.5 out of 10 from me. Unfortunately, I can't show you what the jersey looks like in person. But who knows? We might be able to after the Malta event. So fingers crossed we get a jersey of someone. So our next segment is going to be comparing this esports team to a football side. Apologies again if you don't know football or esports, but this is one which I know a bit about both, so I find it as an easy comparison. The side I'm going to compare Secret to is sort of a Brighton. In recent years, we've seen Brighton get in a load of different players all over the place, international talent from across the world, and also a manager who wants to rework how the style of football is played in England. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing Twister do with Team Secret. They had Miracles and FaZe play for them, and with Miracles coming in, you've got that Brazilian influence, and then the Brazilian influence from Twister himself as well. And then you brought in some young, exciting gunners into the mix from across Europe, and it's just about how well this team mold together. And if Twister can get these boys playing the style of Siege that he wants them to play, we saw him in the video at the start, mentioning about how he wants to get that Brazilian influence into the style of play of Team Secret. If that is implemented correctly, then I don't see there's any reason why Team Secret can't find themselves on one of those main stages in this Siege calendar year. And just before we finish, I wanted to share with you a funny little clip I got from Twister when I asked him for a little intro video at the start of this video to talk about why you might want to support Team Secret. And he sent me this video from their practice room before the Malta Cyber Series. So there we have it. Team Secret, the side that likes to have a little bit of a laugh, bring in that Brazilian twist, and also watch me doing the EU Open quals whilst I tornado a beer. I think the lads that play for this team are lovely. Head coach Twister is a fantastic fella as well. And I think if you see a lot of this team this coming season, I think it'll be impossible not to be a big fan of the side. But that's it for this series. I hope you enjoyed this one. And with recent announcements, there are going to be 9 EUL teams competing in Stage 1. So 6 more of these coming your way. Will Team Secret have your support for Stage 1? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheerio. Bye-bye.